Hey, what's up, you guys? This is 28 of my rarest Pokemon cards. I sent them all into PSA for grading, and they finally came back. Now, the big reason I wanted these is for this wall right here. So, in addition to my brand new Snorlax rug. So goated, bro. I've been thinking a ton recently, and I was thinking, how can I guarantee that no girl will sleep with me? Well, Snorlax rug, Pokemon wall. Okay, on a real note, I thought this would look so cool. Let me show you what it looks like right now. I've got this one filled out with some of my favorite cards. I've got the old school X and Y cards down here. And then I've got the Lugia from Silver Tempest and the Japanese Magikarp, such a sick card. But to fill this thing out, I needed a ton more PSA graded cards. We need 8 here, 7 here, and 2 more here. Grand total of 25, and we've got 28. So hopefully we get some awesome grades. I'll show you all my rarest cards. I'll update you with what they cost. And yes, the Umbreon's in here. Oh, I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited. All right, let's get these opened. Once we've got them all done, let's finish the wall. Alrighty, y'all. 28 graded cards. Submitted on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Negative Riz. Took about 45, 50 days to get these back. Honestly, it's just gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, that's crazy. I've never gotten cards graded before, so I'm super excited about this. I've heard mixed reviews about PSA. I will say that. It seems to be the industry standard to get your stuff graded by PSA, but I've also heard bad things about PSA. So let's see our very first card. Ooh. So every single card in here has a story. The Galvantula is the first SIR that I ever pulled with my brothers. I wanted to get my brothers into collecting too, so I got a bunch of Stellar Crown, and I pulled this little beauty right here, and I just revealed it already. I suck already. I think I saw that right there. I'll take an 8, I suppose. An 8 out of 10 for our very first card. I'm gonna be honest, you know, as someone who doesn't understand card grading, I mean, what makes this an 8 exactly, you know? I know that borders are important, but outside of that, I don't really know what goes into this. All right, very first graded card is the Galvantula. I'll have my editor throw up the price of every card on here. Shout out to you, Dime, you are amazing. Now, out of everything, I'm most excited to see the grade on my Umbreon. I pulled an Umbreon a while back. It would be easy. Whoa! What are you fucking kidding? That's the most expensive card, like, in Pokemon right now. I will say my card was definitely clapped. It's definitely not a 10. I guess we'll see what it is. Ooh. Next one's this Mewtwo V-Star. This is out of Crown Zenith. I also pulled this one with my brothers. I pulled a lot of Crown Zenith, and I really enjoy that set. You can see, like, a little Charizard back here. This is a really dope looking card, and it's in good condition. I'm hoping for an 8 or better on this one. And we got a little 9 banger on the Mewtwo V-Star. All right, we're going up. We got a 8 on that first one and a 9 on the Mewtwo. This is a really cool card. Obviously, all, you know, Mewtwo cards are going to hold good value because he's an original 151 Pokemon. But that card's just sick, bro. He's cooking up this big-ass Aura Sphere, which is a questionable attack against Charizard, but whatever. Gentlemen, if you're someone who pays rent, you should start using Built. That's B-I-L-T. Built is a loyalty program that lets you earn points on rent and redeem those points towards hotels, flights, fitness classes, or even your next rent payment. There's no cost to join Built, and there are over 500 airlines and 700,000 hotels and properties around the world that you can redeem your Built points towards. Bankrate and Points Guys consistently rank them as the highest value point currency. So if you're not earning any additional points for paying your rent, it's time to start using Built. You can start earning points right now when you sign up through the link in the top of the description or by scanning the QR code on screen now. And make sure to use my link so that they know I sent you. And enjoy the rest of the video. This is a fun one. Also Crown Zenith. I only got 2 trainer cards. I don't usually like trainers cards, but Gardenia's Vigor and Cynthia's Ambition are gnarly. So I set these both in. I think they're gonna look so cool on that wall. Also Crown Zenith and another 9. Okay, hey, I'm happy to get 9s, but I haven't seen a 10 yet. I submitted 28. I'm hoping at least a few of these are 10s. What about my baddie, Cynthia? Look at this girl. Cynthia's such a baddie, bro. Cynthia can get this work, and I know Cynthia's an adult, so she could get clapped. I would not pull out. I would baby trap Cynthia, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. Come on, Cynthia, big 10 banger. Hey. I'll take another 9. 9 is always good. Honestly, now that I'm looking at this card, I'm kind of shocked it's even a 9. If you look at the border, it's super heavy on one side and very thin on the other. If you look here and here, these like left and right side borders, one's very thin, one's very thick. Same with on the back. I mean, I'm not a professional card grader. I don't understand it that well, but I'm actually happy with a 9 on that. This is not the best looking card. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. This might be my absolute favorite card. Like, I might like this better than my Umbreon. The first time I ever purchased a card at a card shop was this Leafeon. Leafeon is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. That's Leafeon back there. This is a Korean Leafeon VMAX. The American or Japanese are much more expensive, so it was cheaper because of this, and I asked the guy in the card shop, I said, hey, what would this get graded? Like, if I were to send this in? He said it'd be an 8 or a 9, and he gave me a price based on that. So if I get a 9 here, I'd actually be really excited with this card. Come on, baby. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. No way. Dude, our first Gem Mint 10 is the Leafeon VMAX? Bro, that's actually crazy. Wait a minute. So when I bought this in Naples, Florida at a card shop. The guys at the card shop were so nice. I loved them. But he gave me a really good deal on this card because he thought it would be graded an 8 or a 9. And that thing got a 10? I mean, I guess I don't know how Korean cards get graded, but it's honestly a beautiful card too. I don't care if Korean, Asian, Japanese, white, black. Dude, I don't discriminate. This shit looks lit. You're telling me you wouldn't clap Cynthia's cheeks if it was written in Korean? I'd probably clap harder. All right, our first Gem Mint 10. So our 10 counter is at 1 right now. We've got the Leafeon VMAX. Ooh. Okay, low key, this is from Scarlet Violet Base, I believe. This is just one of my favorite cards ever. It's Drowsy, like, on an acid trip, basically. Yeah, this card is so cool. I apologize for the glare if you can't perfectly see these cards. This Drowsy is just, dude, he's just on an acid trip at the amusement park, and he's free. He's just tweaking out hard. He had to take a seat on the bench. That's the way I see this card. What do you got on me, Drowsy? Ooh. Dude, a lot of 9s. A lot of 9s today. A little 9 out of 10 on our Drowsy here. A little goat. Ah, Regigigas out of Crown Zenith. Love Regigigas. Dude is just lugging the whole world on his back. Guy's crazy. He's moving mountains, literally. I leaked this on stream, so I do already know the grade on this. This is a 9. Still a good grade. Also Crown Zenith. Sick card. So obviously I'm putting all these on my wall, right? So I wanted some cards that looked kind of similar, and I feel like Regigigas V-Star is gonna look so cool next to Mewtwo V-Star, just because they have that same kind of like pearlescent border, almost like ivory border. They're both Crown Zenith, they're both V-Star. I just think these two are gonna look so sick next to each other. One thing I wish I had pulled from Crown Zenith is Hisuian Zoroark. That card, sick. So right now we've got 5 9s, an 8, and a 10. I'm not mad though. That's a good amount of 9s. Ah, this is fun. I have 2 snow cards. I have Metagross rolling a snowball, and then I have Magmortar and Electivire just like busting down at the campfire. This isn't a particularly expensive or rare card. I just think it's so cool. I love the snow. Obviously, I'm from Michigan. So, Magmortar, Sword and Shield, Crown Zenith. Hey, there's our second 10. Not the craziest card to get in a 10, but still. Magmortar, Crown Zenith, Gem Mint 10. I'll take it. Ooh, this is a really cool card. So this is from Lost Origin, which is a pretty old set. Target ran a Black Friday deal on Lost Origin ETBs. They were half off. So I bought them online at full price. And then when the Black Friday deal went up, I called and price matched. It was Galaxy Brain. So then I had the order in before all the scalpers got to it, but I still got the half off. So I opened a shit ton of Lost Origins before I ever posted on the channel. Pulled this Aerodactyl, and I'm hoping... Oh, have I been leaking it this whole time under my thumb? I can't even see it. Dude, there's a lot of 9s in this today. A mint 9 on the Aerodactyl. It's such a beautiful card. I love this Aerodactyl card. Just flying over. There's so many Pokemon in it. You got Bastiodon, Archeops, Caracosta. It's a dope card. All right, take your guesses. Is it another 9 on the Zapdos? Can we get a 10, or is it going to be 8 or below? This is 151 Zapdos. Shout out my goat, Abby. Abby sent me like 4 Alakazam 151 boxes, and 1 box had like a Zapdos, a Blastoise. It was cracked. It was so cracked. So shout out my good friend, Abby. SIR, Zapdos, come on, baby. Dude, it's a 9 Central. If I was in a bar, this would be pretty cool, but I'm looking for 10s, okay? It's a 6 Zapdos, though. Ooh, this is a fun one. This is a really fun one. I pulled this Bulbasaur with my brothers. This is, Stellar Crown? Yes, this is Stellar Crown. I just think this is such a cool card. Little Bulbasaur action. Aww. Our second 8 I guess I don't get it. I'm looking at this card. It looks perfect. Centering on the front looks perfect. No. It's offset. You can see it. This left side's a little thinner than the right side. Right side's a little bit thicker. So I guess it's not perfect, but I don't know, dude. I don't think it's really my place to judge the grades because I don't know shit about grading, but it is weird when you look at a card that looks perfect and it's like an 8, but then you look at a 10. Like, are these 10s really 10s? Let's take a look at Magmortar. I don't know. This card is kind of flawless now that I look at it. That border is completely equidistant all the way around. Yeah, it's a pretty beautiful card. Okay, if any card can be a 10, I want it to be this one or my Paldean Fates Charizard. Here's why. This was my second ever good pull. When I got back into the hobby, I pulled a Raging Bolt, which is somewhere in the stack. And I also pulled this Giratina out of Crown Zenith. This is one of the sickest cards ever. My favorite generation's Gen 3, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Giratina was the cover art for Platinum. This card is wicked, bro. Like, it's all acided out and oh, it's so sick. What's up, stud? I'm checking the grades right now. I was telling him that this Giratina was quite important to me, and I wanted to see the grade I got on it. Because do you remember when I pulled this? Shane got me into collecting, and it was like the second good pull I ever got.
Yeah, we were just. What did you pull it out of?
Sea and Sky. Yeah, Sam's Club used to run this deal. It was like $40 for 14 Crown Zenith booster packs, which is like $2.80. It's disgusting. Give me a 10 banger on that thing. Oh,
there you go, baby.
If anything could be a 10. It's so funny that like when I pulled this Giratina so early into collecting, I would have had no idea like centering or borders. Yeah. Like I'd never even heard of that shit. Now you get cards graded and you kind of know. But if you do look at that Giratina, like that thing is flawless. Like those borders are gorgeous. Everything's perfect around the edges. So I have every god Pokemon from Crown Zenith. I pulled 3 of them. I traded with my brother for the 4th. So every single, I think all the god Pokemon should be coming up next. So this presumably is another god Pokemon right here. It's actually the god Pokemon. Arceus, Arceus, I don't care what you call it. The god of Pokemon, Arceus V-Star is gonna look incredible next to Giratina. And can I go for another 10? Another 9? I'll take it. Honestly, if all my god Pokemon are 9s or better, we're gonna be so cash money. Arceus V-Star, nasty, nasty, nasty card. Damn, that's sick. Look at this guy. The gold is just so beautiful on these cards. Yeah, dude, the amount of Sea and Sky I opened for like dirt cheap was so beautiful. So unbelievable. There's no way that's coming back to Sam's Club, by the way. I would be so impressed if we ever see Sea and Sky again. I mean, there will be a set in the future where you can get, but here we go. So we got Palkia and Dialga left. Origin Form Palkia V-Star, 2023 Crown Zenith. Another 10, another 9? I will absolutely take another 9. So we got a 9 on Arceus, a 9 on Palkia, a 10 on Giratina. So what is making this not a 10? Like, why is this a 9 and this a 10? I do not know ball. Final God Pokemon, Origin Form Dialga V-Star. Absolutely gorgeous. Dude, that card is so nasty. Crown Zenith might be my favorite set of all time. Crown Zenith having these 4 God Pokemon, having like Mewtwo, Regigigas. There's just so many cool cards in that set. Come on, baby. Talk to me! Gem Mint 10! Let's go! Origin Form Dialga. An actual Gem Mint 10 again. How many 10s is that? We're at 4 now? How dope is this? So 2 of the God Pokemon get a Gem Mint 10. Dialga and Palkia. That's so sick. Let's go. So 2 9s and 2 10s on the God Pokemon. That's really cool. They're gonna look really cool next to each other. I love Chi-Yu. I have a Qian Pao, you guys might have already seen that I bought off eBay. So I wanted to pair him with somebody, and this is the Chi-Yu. I haven't pulled the Wo-Chen yet, but I want to get him because he's rad too. But Chi-Yu coming in at a mint 9, we take those. I remember when I pulled this card, I was kind of thinking, no, it's not though. You look at that left side border over here, it's definitely thicker than the right side border. So there's no way that this could be a 10. Because it's got to be like flawless to be a 10, right? Isn't that the whole point? Ooh, it's a big one. Obsidian Flames SIR Charizard. Pulled this one with my brothers as well. I opened 1 Obsidian Flames ETB, and this was my pull. That's like all the Obsidian Flames I've really ever opened, and I just nailed the SIR. Such a beautiful looking card. It's not particularly expensive, but it's a pretty sick card, and I keep doing that. I keep accidentally revealing it. My bad, you guys. A mint 9 again. Well, whoever was grading my cards really liked handing out 9s. I'll say that. Not as many 10s as I'd like, but the fact that I haven't gotten anything lower than an 8 is cool. Like, there's no 7s. We're pretty much exclusively 9s, 10s, and 2 8s so far, but I'll take it. Ooh. I did post a sneak peek, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you did see this one. I have seen 2 cards out of the 28. One of them was the Regigigas. The other was this Gardevoir right here, coming in at a gem mint 10. Such a sick card. This is out of Scarlet Violet base. It has a matching Curlia. The Curlia is not an SIR, so it's not as shiny or as like lustrous. But hopefully the Curlia is a 9 or a 10 as well, because they're gonna go next to each other in the setup. That's a beautiful card, dude. Dude, people are so horny for Gardevoir. It's actually insane. It's about, dude, if you find yourself physically attracted to a Pokemon, it's time to go outside. That being said, I would smash Gardevoir. Absolute giga baddie, bro. With the bangs and everything, she caked up with the bangs. Crazy. Brings the 10 counter to 5. 5 gem mint 10s. We've got about 12 cards left, including, of course, the Umbreon, which is the big one. Here's our Curlia. Curlia Gardevoir right next to each other. If I were looking at this Curlia, oh, look at that, bro. Left side's thin, bottom's thin, right side's thick, top is thick. Actually, if you look at this on the back, this thing looks clapped. That, I mean, I guess I don't know what grading, how grading works, but to me that looks like a 7. Like that's a 7 out of 10. That thing's kind of clapped. I'm a little nervous about this one. Damn. I don't know grading. Please inform me in the comments. That seems generous. I mean, I'm excited, right? But the front does look better than the back, but dude, the back is clapped. This is so thin and this is so thin. This is so thick. This is so thick. Maybe like the thickness of the border only determines so much of the grade and there's a lot more that goes into it, but I'm very grateful for a 9 on the Curlia. This is very generous. So a 9 on the Curlia and a 10 on the Gardevoir. Those will look great next to each other. The big boy! The Umbreon pull! I haven't opened much prismatic, but when I did, I went hard. You guys saw that on this channel. This is in a $1,000+ card. In a PSA 10, Umbreon is like 3 grand. In a 9, it's like 1,500, something like that. Obviously, depending on when you're watching this, that could have changed, gone way up or way down. I will say, when I pulled this, I was very aware of just how bad that left side was. So thin compared to the right side. I mean, this thing wasn't even close to centered. And if you look at the back too, I mean, this looks a lot like the Curlia, where it's clapped up here, clapped right here, thick down here. Outside of that though, I mean, they gave the Curlia a 9, right? So maybe they'll give this, if this is a 9, I will be geeked. It's not a 10. Oh my God. Am I reading that right? A 5 out of 10? That can't be right. That just can't be right. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You guys are gonna have to like teach me something about grading that I've never seen before, or this is completely fucked. What? You're telling me this Curlia is a 9 and this Umbreon is a 5? Dude, after I pulled that Umbreon, I held it in my hand for a little bit, kind of walked around, straight into a penny sleeve, straight into a top loader, straight into my PSA submission. The card is not physically damaged. The card doesn't have any physical, the borders are crispy, they're not damaged. The only thing is, you know, it's off-centered, obviously. And it is off-centered. Like, if you look here, this border's... But look at this compared to the Curlia. On the left here, this is Umbreon. On the right here, this is Curlia. I mean, the Curlia looks worse. I am so shocked by this. It just so happens to be the $1,000 card, too. That's... I actually kind of refuse to believe this. This seems unethical. Dude, even... Wait a minute. Look at my gem. Now I gotta reevaluate everything I just thought. Look at my gem mint 10 Gardevoir, okay? This is a gem mint 10, so supposedly it's flawless. Look at the centering. The centering's not even perfect on this card. The top is significantly thicker than the bottom. The right side's thicker than the left side. So this is a 10, and this is a 5. On a 1 to 10 scale, this is 2 times worse, half as bad. I mean, let me be super clear that like, I'm very grateful that I got 10s and 9s on most of these cards. I'm cracking this and resubmitting it. That's insane. Am I missing something here? I'm sending this into someone else. Listen, if I crack this and I send it to Tag or Beckett and they give me a 5, I'm gonna just put my hands up and go, all right, I don't know ball. I refuse to believe that this is a 5. Stay tuned, gentlemen. I'm gonna do an update video. I'm gonna crack this thing. I'll probably do a YouTube short on it, and I'll link that on my next Pokemon video after it's posted, but I'm gonna crack this and resubmit it with Tag. Shit, if they give me a 5 again, then I'm clapped. But damn, I do wanna make something super clear. I don't collect to resell. I don't collect for the PSA grades. And this memory, the memory of pulling this card, I will never forget. It was so awesome. I'm just genuinely super confused on how this card's a 10 and this card's a 5. Yeah, I don't get it. Well, maybe we'll understand one day, or maybe PSA messed up. I guess there's really only 2 options. I don't know ball, or PSA messed up. Whether they mess up on purpose or they mess up on accident, I can't really be the determinant of that. But damn. Okay. Well, now I'm really worried about the rest of this opening. Everything else is 9 and 10. Here's Koraidon, Scarlet Violet base. I had Koraidon and Miraidon. I thought they were both so sick, so I wanted those to sit next to each other. Koraidon comes in at a 9. Did they give me 9s, 10s, and a 5? Is that what I'm about to see? What if this guy graded my Umbreon as a 5 and then he felt bad? Oh, this is a big one right here. This is a big one. Okay, the Paldean Fates Charizard. I pulled this with Abby back in Michigan. This was like, how long ago is this? This was months ago. I went to Target, I picked up a tin. It's like a $30 tin. It's 6 boosters in it, and I pulled this card. And I'm already seeing gem, which makes that a gem mid 10. Bang! Okay, like honestly, you know, the best 10 would have been the Umbreon, right? But the fact that my Giratina and my Charizard were 10s, and those were the 2 that I really wanted, that is super exciting. Gem mint 10, Paldean Fates Charizard. That's so sick. That's one of the most beautiful cards in the set. So Paldean Fates was a set that had a bunch of shiny Pokemon in it. That's why this is a shiny Charizard is black. I think this is also a Terra. Is it a Terra Dark? I think it's a Terra Dark shiny Charizard. Yeah, it is. Nasty. And it's a gem at 10. The 10 stack is really tall. That's 6 10s now. 10 plus 9s, 2 8s, and a 5. Here's Miraidon, which can go right alongside our Koraidon. Okay, our third 8 is the Miraidon. Koraidon's a 9, so they won't look bad next to each other. Still a really, really dope card. There's our boy Miraidon. Miraidon is dick! This is the Greninja. This is a promo Greninja. It's a really cool looking card. I didn't pull this or anything. It's just like, if you got a certain Shrouded Fables box at Target, it just had it in there. I just thought it looked really cool. No big story on this guy, but I will take the 9. Take another 9 on the Greninja. Dude, they're not gonna give me any, they're gonna give me 8s, 9s, 10s, and a 5. I actually think that's what just happened. Metagross, illustration rare. This is to go with that Magmortar. Can I guess that this is a 9? I don't remember what set this is from. Temporal Forces, I think. Yeah, I just thought 2 snow cards would look really cool next to each other. It's not the craziest card in the world, but I thought it was fun. Little Kingdra action. This Kingdra was meant to go next to the Greninja because they're both from the same promo. Also, it kind of looks like, you know, the classic Japanese wave. I just thought this thing looked really cool. Hey, another Gem Mint 10. Got this bad boy little Kingdra right here. Mr. Gem Mint 10, we take those. 2 cards left, gentlemen. Alolan Exeggutor. I think this is the only thing I got graded out of Surging Sparks. One of my favorite cards. I love the ultra colorful cards. Just like pinks and blues and greens and yellows. I think they're so sick. So I had to get the boy. Graded Alolan Exeggutor coming in at a mint 9. You know, this card kind of gets done dirty by the PSA casing because Alolan Exeggutor outside of this case, it has so much shine, so much luster. Like it does it dirty. It does. That's a much more beautiful card than it would imply there. And here we go. Truly, wow. This is probably the best for last, I'd say. Raging Bolt was my first ever good pull. First ever. When I got back into the hobby, the first like big SIR, Raging Bolt DX. Beautiful card out of Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces was like the only thing I could buy at the time. Until I could find. Come on. Ow! Dude, my Raging Bolt, my Paldean Fates Charizard, and the Giratina coming in at a Gem Mint 10. That actually makes me so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so bummed about that Umbreon. Like 5? Are you sucking my dick and calling me gay? Wow, though. Look at this, boys. One heck of an opening. All right, here is our stack of Gem Mint 10s from PSA. Raging Bolt, Kingdra, Paldean Fates Charizard, the Gardevoir, the Giratina, the Origin Form Dialga, the Magmortar, and the Leafeon VMAX. So they, I don't know, part of this Umbreon thing, I want to say that PSA screwed me, but on the rest of these, they actually were kind of generous. Like, this is not, how is this a 10? The border is so questionable on this card. How is that a 10? What about Charizard? Is Charizard questionable or is this a true 10? I mean, that left side's a lot thinner than the right side. I mean, I don't know. I could make up theories all day long. Maybe the Umbreon's a 5 for a good reason, but I feel like this guy gave me a 5 and then he felt so bad. He kind of... One thing I will say, so if you grade with PSA, I know that there are humans that like actively give out the number. They're supposed to do it by some formula or some like grading system, but like Tag does it all computerized. So the idea with Tag is you could submit the same card 100 times, you would always get the same grade. So I'm cracking that Umbreon and sending it to Tag. That's our 5 right there, unfortunately. The best card in the set. So much pain. I don't even want to know the value on a 5 Umbreon. There's probably no population. It probably doesn't exist. That might be the only 5 in existence. Here's our 9 stack. Oh my God, it's so fat. You can't even hardly see that, but Executor, Metagross, Greninja. Yeah, I mean, you can't even see that really. I think my 2 favorites though, the fact that all my God Pokemon came in 9 or better, that's so dope. So if I look at this, if I kind of zoom out here, we've got 3 8s. So look at this distribution. That's very interesting to me. You've got 10s, 9s, 8s, and a 5. Honestly, I am so grateful that I got this many 10s. I expect to get like 2 or 3. So many 9s too. I'm never gonna complain about a 9. That's awesome. I'm bummed out about the 8s, but the 8s weren't any cards that were too special to me. So I'm okay with that. The Miraidon, the Bulbasaur, and the Galvantula come in at an 8. And I'm gonna crack and resubmit the Umbreon. If they wanna double clap my cheeks and say that's a 5, then double clap my cheeks and say it's a 5. All right, boys, this was, oh wait, don't go anywhere. I gotta go finish my wall. Let's go finish the wall. All right, me and Shane are gonna finish the wall now. Although Umbreon can't go on the wall now.
No, not after the 5, dude.
Unless, well, no, it's gonna look weird too if it's in like a tag grade.
Oh, that's true. Anyway. That's true.
When tag gives me like a 7, I'm gonna just keep it on my bedside table and I'm gonna curse PSA every night when I go to bed. All right, y'all, we just finished. I wanna see what you guys think about it because it looks so sick. All right, let's start with probably my favorite one is probably this.
Down here.
I think the 4 God Pokemon. I'm using my flashlight, so I'm kind of cheating. The lighting's a little better this way, but. And then the double Charizards right next to each other. And then Mewtwo and Regigigas. God, so crazy. This one's really cool too. The old school cards look sick. And then it's Magikarp, Lugia, Zapdos, Aerodactyl. You got these 3 like dominant legendary birds, and then you got Magikarp just busting down up over there. This one was a little more colorful. Galvantula, Executor, Gardenian, Cynthia. And then the bottom left was the prehistoric, Drowsy, Raging Bull, Miraidon, and Crydon. I don't know if I had a good theme for this one. The bottom row was all green. Gardevoir, Kirlia, Bulbasaur, Leafeon. And then this one was just kind of doing its thing. Chien-Pao, Chi-Yu, Greninja. So sick, bro. All right, boys. Overall, 8s, 9s, and 10s exclusively other than the Umbreon. So stay tuned for that video. Maybe it is just a 5 and I don't get it, but we're gonna crack it. We're gonna send it in the tag and we're gonna see what they give us. So hopefully it's better than a 5. I feel like it can only go up from a 5.
Oh yeah.
What if tag gives us a 4?
Oh, what's wrong with that card?
I would personally call and say, tell me why. All right, boys. Hey, this was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace.